Hey y'all, I'm Brer Sam, and this is one of my movie reviews. So it is the second day of the 12 Days of Judy, so today's Judy Garland film is Love Finds Andy Hardy. Another one of Judy's movies with Mickey Rooney. So Andy Hardy, played by Mickey Rooney, is the son of a judge, and he wants to buy himself a car. And he also has a girlfriend named Polly. And she's away on vacation for the holidays, and Mickey can't afford to pay for the car, and he needs an additional few bucks. And his friend is about to go away, and he's in love with a girl, and he wants Mickey to date his girl to save her for him. And Mickey only agrees to do it if his friend will give him the additional dollars that he needs for his car. So it's a deal. And also Mickey's mother has to go away for a while, but they also get a new neighbor, and that's where Judy's character comes in. She plays a young girl, and she's supposed to be like 12, like not even a teenager yet. And because Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland were exactly the same age, well, maybe not exactly, but roughly the same age at least, it raised some questions for me, like, because Andy Hardy keeps saying that Judy's character, Betsy, is like, oh, she's just a kid. I'm not really gonna do anything with her. Like, that's what he tells the girl that his friend wants to go out with. And it just raised the question for me, how old is Andy Hardy supposed to be? Because he doesn't look much older than Betsy. It eventually turns out that Andy Hardy has to choose between two girls that he can take to the upcoming Christmas dance. It's either Polly or Cynthia, the girl his friend wants to go out with, because eventually his friend breaks the deal and Polly comes home early. So Betsy has to come up with a way to help Andy get his car, but also have just one girl. And eventually he loses both girls, and he takes her to the dance. He takes Betsy. And that's when he finally hears her sing. Because the dynamic between Andy Hardy and Betsy is that Betsy is actually the daughter of a comedy performer. She keeps proving Andy wrong by giving him money and paying for dinner, and her big moment is when she sings at the dance. So that was a really nice dynamic. It was. He really warmed up to her, like, and she thanks him for everything. Like, she finally feels grown up, and she's always treated like a child. Yeah, she's one of those characters. But it was fun to watch Judy Garland play that kind of character, because it was basically how she lived her life. I mean, I remember reading a quote on Ray Bolger's IMDb that said, Judy was a child who never got to have a normal childhood or a normal adulthood. She always had someone hanging over her. Yeah, that sort of applies in this movie, because she's treated like a child, like I said, and she wants to look grown up, and she does get that, but very briefly. But the good part about that is that she's okay with the brief moment, and she'll always be grateful for it. That was my favorite part of her character, is that she's understanding, and she's grateful about small things. And as a matter of fact, there's a scene where Mickey actually tells one of his girls that she's just a child, and in front of her, and she knows that he's going out with all these girls, but she listens to him about it, and actually at first I was like, this is not gonna sit well with Judy. But then she listens to Andy about the scheme, and she goes with it, and she goes to great lengths to help him. So that's what I liked about her character the most. That was very good. And the songs in this film, there's only 3, and Judy Garland sings all of them. But my favorite is the one she sings close to the middle of the movie, where she sings about her frustration about being treated like a child, or an in-between, as the song says. I thought it was a very nice melody, and it's Judy Garland. I just love hearing her stuff. And in terms of characters, I mean, Judy's character, Betsy, was my favorite character in this. And while Andy Hardy he does have good personality traits. I mean, he fights for what he wants, and the sibling rivalry between him and his sister was pretty funny. but he doesn't really go through much development. He doesn't really go through an arc. He just sort of gets into a problem and gets out of it. With ups and downs, of course. So it doesn't really make him a boring character, because it works. It's Mickey Rooney. It's fine when you got a good actor playing it. So yeah, this movie was cool. It had its ups and downs, and as it does any movie plot. And it was, of course, it was fun to see Mickey Rooney and Judy Garland together again, and I can assure you that I will be seeing more of them in the future. For this film, it was romantic enough, although I was a little disappointed that Andy and Betsy didn't fall in love in the end. He does get his old girl back, and that's good, and eventually it turns out that Betsy was the one who set them up again. That's great. Yeah, but it was a little disappointing that Mickey and Judy didn't get together, because I just love seeing them together. They have such good chemistry. So this movie is good. It's a fun movie with some really good scenes and good songs, and of course, good performances. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Bye!